Hey guys, Michael Smith here, the BeachBanger, and today we are continuing our daytime exploration of the Butler Bay Road area. This is part 2. In part 1, we walked down the street of Butler Bay Road. We looked at the broken bridge and the swamp around it. Today, we're gonna walk down the beach and explore the wooden area along the beach. I pinned my location, and as you can see on the satellite imagery, you can see the beach, the stretch of beach there and the trees. And if you look toward the top, you can see the broken bridge with a little stream in front of it. Okay, that's where we're going to end up in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's that stretch of beach I was talking about. This whole area here is known as Highland View. And this is part of St. Joe Bay. And we're walking along the sand here. A lot of people walk their dogs through here. They come down here and relax. They collect shells. They swim. They fish. It's a real popular area for locals. And if you remember in part 1, I walked down this little trail and talked a little bit before continuing down the road there. But today we're not doing that. Today we're going to walk down this beach and see what we can find. Besides a lot of footprints in the sand and dog prints. It's a partly cloudy day, overcast. There's a breeze in the air. It's probably in the low 60s, mid 60s. Not too bad as far as weather is concerned. A great day for exploration. It's a little windy though. Here's some of the grassy area as it starts. Now this video won't be as long as part 1 was. Part 1 was quite long, and I apologize for that. Hopefully this area here will be a little, hopefully this part will be a little less less to explore here than it was part 1. And part 3 and 4 is going to be also quite long. But here's the grassy area, and you notice there's a little stake in the ground with a ribbon around it. I'm guessing that's I'm guessing this marker here is a property line of some sort. I don't know. I'm gonna walk up here and just kind of see what I can find here in this brush. The tidal surges and the surge from the Hurricane Michael and tropical storms could push all kind of stuff up in here. Looks like there's a metal pole right there. This tree right here, the bark has completely been eroded off by the wind and the storm surge. Kind of a little hidden cove back in there. I didn't wear long jeans today, so I'm not really going to climb over that stuff to get in there, but looks like there's a nice little hide spot back in there. Get back over here though. There's a metal pole here. That's interesting. Kind of good back in here. A lot of briars back here, so you gotta watch out. I'm just following along this little trail that was here. The water's over there. Here's a fence right here. Here's a fence, a chain link fence. And there's the highway 98. And we saw a little depression there from the other side. Again, I'm not gonna go in there because I don't have pants on today. Look at this view. There's a lot of pieces of metal. I guess it's all part of the fencing. Well, this fence runs quite a ways. I didn't know this fence even existed. But you can see it continues on. I'm guessing Hurricane Michael destroyed that fence. It's quite lush out here. Look at that scene. That's a nice scenery right there. All right, let me get out of this bush for a little bit. There's nothing else really to look back here. This dock right here, I don't remember exactly, but I'm guessing there was maybe a house here one time, or that was actually a public dock that people could just use, and it came off this little 3-point sand area up here we're gonna come to. Here's somebody's towel and drink. I'm gonna walk back up here to this wooded area because oh my gosh. All right guys, in the first video we found a VHS tape in the swamp. Well, here today on this beach, I found an 8-track. This is an 8-track, which precedes the cassettes, for those who don't know. That's interesting. I think I'll take that home with me. And I'll probably go and retrieve that VHS tape that we saw in the previous video. Since I found that, I gotta go back and get the VHS tape. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna come back up here and look. I really like the vegetation, the grass, how it kind of goes from the beach to the grass and the trees. This really looks nice. These are actually sea oats. These are illegal to pick and molest. All right, so, oh look what I found. This, my friend, is the bottom of a missile. You know, fireworks, they have missiles, you have rockets, you have missiles. Missiles are different from rockets, but the rocket, the firework has like a little shaft up here, and it shoots off and blows up. Those are pretty neat. That's kind of a neat find right there. Somebody's been down here. Somebody's been down here shooting off missiles. That's probably been there since New Year's Eve. Anyways, I'm gonna continue forward, and over here I found the first open area I kind of been looking for, wanting to see. And when I get here, I'm gonna ping my location for you guys to see where I'm at. As you can see on the map, the satellite, I haven't made it too far since the first time I pinged my location. But back here we got this concrete block, this concrete cylinder with looks like a water pipe or some sort. There's a hatch for it. And over here we got a little area you can kind of get back in. I'm gonna try to get back there and see what I can find. Hopefully there's no corpses back here. But look at this, man. It's the water's that way, and got this canopy of palm trees here. It's quite interesting. Look at this. There's plenty of room back here to camp. Have a little stealth camp, you know. There's a little carton of chocolate milk over there. Somebody's been back here. But yeah, man. These palm fronds though gotta go. If you want to camp back here, you gotta remove these palm fronds because they'll give you away. They snap real easy. They're real dry. Other than that, there's a nice canopy. Got some sunlight coming down. Yeah, you could probably pitch a little small tent right here and clear out the area a little bit and have a spot. That's what I'm gonna do. But anyways, moving on from that little secret area, I'm gonna come on around. This area up here is very dry. There's some metal poles. That's part of the fencing, I can tell. You see there's more water lines. There's definitely some debris up here from Hurricane Michael. This place really opens up. There's more metal fencing. And look at all these shingles from the roof. There's definitely some debris back here. Look at all these shingles. There's everywhere. You know, I'm guessing that these shingles, you know, and some of the wood, some of the stuff I found, these water lines, it makes sense that this area here was probably a house area for that dock that we saw in the water. Because this area is cleared out enough where there could have been a small house here. Between that area and this area, there could have been a small house here. I mean, I don't know for positive, because I don't remember exactly, but it would make sense. The little road up there probably could have came down like a driveway to a house that used to be here. And this is where the house was, a little small house, like a little shotgun house of some sort. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so let's backtrack a little bit. And here's a little trail that goes up to the road. You see, this probably comes out right in front of that little dock. No, actually, I see the dock. It's right over there, so the dock's more that way. Actually, instead of going back to the beach where I came from, I'm actually going to push forward where I'm at. Here's the shingles we saw earlier. See, there's a lot of PVC and lines everywhere, hinting that there was a building here at one time. Yeah. There's a lot of trash back here. I'm gonna go ahead and ping my location one more time when I'm back here. Alright, so my current location, you can see where I'm at in relation to that dirt road that cuts from the highway to the coastline. And we'll be coming up on it here in just a second. Meanwhile, we got palm trees and we got garbage. Now this track here, this is actually pretty fresh, looks like someone's recently been back here. These tire tracks. They come back here, they stop, and for whatever reason, they're here, and they leave. You can hear the cars go by. Alright, so what I just found was a little fire pit here. You can see the little charcoals. Somebody's been coming down here and camping out and doing drugs. Look at that. You see the bottom of that can? That's drug activity for you right there. Anyways, if I was doing drugs back here, I probably wouldn't have a little campfire. I'd probably just be back here in the dark, you know, with a little lantern or something, you know. I wouldn't have a little fire going. Well, if you look this way, that's where I came from. I just came from that direction over there. But instead of coming through here, I went around this little wooded area right here. And now we're gonna make our way up to this area up here, which, coming up, this is the same place we were in the first video. But instead of walking around, I went back to the road, remember. Look at this trash. Look at this. Look at this pine tree. I'm sorry, a palm tree. It's been split open, used for firewood, I guess. Most people don't use firewood out of palm trees. There's another one over here. Just a bunch of trash. Alright, we got a little four-way here. There's a car right there. This is the highway we walked down earlier. This is the highway we walked down in part one. We walked over here and kind of circled around and went back. This is a little trail that goes down to the water. When I get here, I'm going to ping my location for you guys to see where I'm at. And if you remember correctly, we did walk over here and look at this stuff. These are my footprints from the other day. Here's just more trash. There's glass back here. There's the one axle to a vehicle. Man, man, you can call me a commando. I'm out here negotiating through this brush and thicket for you guys, you know, to show you guys the things that I'm seeing. Anyways, here's a fence right here, and here's a fire hydrant. There's a little clearing right here. I don't know if I want to camp right here though. That fence moves right on along. And then there's another clearing up ahead, which I have not seen yet. Let's keep walking. I'll probably have to come back and backtrack on that beach because I've kind of gotten off of it quite a bit. Here's another clearing. I'm gonna go ahead and ping my location one more time. Man, it's hot back here. I mean, here we are in mid-January, or I'm sorry, mid-February, and it feels like it's early summer because it's so hot all of a sudden. It's really hot back here, but it's so dry.